Playing.
Hey
Oh,
everybody!
okay. All right.
I've been playing that all day
I
long.
see how it is.
Hey, I got you. Let me get everybody. Hey guys, welcome to the Talk That Sports with the Jones boys. It's CJ. I'm here with my brother Jordan Jones.
It's me.
That's my Jordan impression. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Even though we talked for an hour yesterday, 40 minutes this morning, I still feel like I'm talking to you all week.
I know. Yeah, it's been kind of weird. Yeah, we haven't talked as much this week as we normally do.
Yeah.
What's weird is I've talked to Christian a lot this past week.
I was on the phone with Christian for an hour and a half yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, for guys who don't know, Christian's our younger brother. He's the Saints fan, the Celtics fan. He's the kid that wasn't raised right. What just fell?
Yeah.
Oh, my nail gun. That could have been
bad. Yeah. So welcome to Talk That Sport. It's Jordan Jones again with CJ Jones. Playing us in as always is Oni Music, keeping it all nice and smooth. Man, that's a great intro. I say it every time. I love it.
Yeah. I don't think it's smooth. It's just like I be sitting here just
jamming out to it. Yeah.
I have my little Travis Scott moments.
Yeah, definitely. Making us sound good as always. Eryn Bird is going to clean this up for us and make sure that CJ doesn't drop so many F-bombs as he always does. Actually, good job to CJ. If you didn't hear last week, CJ actually didn't drop any F-bombs on the show.
You're making me like just want to say the F word right now. You're just like, baiting me. It's like baiting me. It's like coming.
You know what's great? So I was talking to Eryn last week, and she said, "Yeah, if you ever want me to just bleep those out, I can bleep those out for you."
No, you gotta keep that. No, you gotta keep that, Eryn. No, Eryn.
Like, okay,
look, this is CJ talking from this is that Talking with Sport 5. Do not bleep out my F-bombs, please. Those are strategically placed there every week. All right. Last week I was just off my game. I was like multitasking. I was like watching 3 different things last show. So
yeah,
it's like watching basketball.
I enjoyed it, So
well, Jordan did, but it's not gonna last that long. So how's your week been?
Week's been good. So my mother-in-law's coming in town on Friday. She's bringing our niece. So
shout out to Mama.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get the house all cleaned up and stuff and ready for her to be here. Other than that, man, nothing really has happened this week. I was gonna talk for a second about wives, and not in a bad way. So
okay. I was like, wait, what did Lexi do?
No, I love my wife. She's great.
We love Lexi too.
Yeah, but I was just thinking. So I wake up early, but I also go to bed very late. Yeah. So Lexi, she works very early. So if y'all know, she's a nurse out here at the hospital here in Abilene. And so she goes the days that she works, she goes to bed. She has to go to bed at like 8 because she has to be up by 6 or 7 or be at work by 6 or 7. So I have work at about the same time, and I normally get up early to go to the gym, but I'll still stay up until probably like 10:30, 11. And that's way past when she stays up. She hates it. And so she always wants me to like be in bed with her at night and stuff. And I'm just like, she's starting to come around about it, but I'm just thinking about it. Made me think about just all the different things that you have to change once you get married. And it's like, and I've been married 1.5 years now, but still it's just like, you think about like, so, the late nights, I would like, some nights I just don't feel like cooking or anything, which granted, she does an amazing job. She cooks like a lot because she enjoys it.
I know that chicken casserole she sent me the recipe to. Delicious.
It is very good. That's what I was eating in pre-show. Yeah.
I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that tomorrow.
Yeah, she knocks it out of the park. But I'm telling you, so I don't have to cook a lot by any means, but I enjoy, every now and then going to get some fast food. But she doesn't like a lot of fast food restaurants just because she didn't grow up eating them. So like Wendy's, Burger King, all those places that I used to eat, she does not eat there. So it's like, so if we want to go and get like anywhere fast food, it has to pretty much be McDonald's because that's pretty much her go-to that she'll eat. Yeah, like that's pretty much the only one she'll eat. So it's McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and Taco Bell.
Wait, so what's an order from McDonald's?
So she always gets chicken nuggets, a McDouble, and then she gets every now and then she'll get a drink. Mostly it's just chicken nuggets, McDouble, and fries.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We're a dollar menu family. You know, we grew up. We just always ate off the dollar menu, and plus, I just don't really care for all their burgers and stuff that they have.
Yeah, if I'm at McDonald's, this is a chicken. Give me 2 chicken sandwiches and a Dr Pepper, please. That's $3. $3.24. You know, so
Yeah.
I feel you on that. But no, Jordan, I get you on that. So like with Muff, you know, she used to work at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
When we first got together, when we first moved in the house, she would have to wake up at 4 a.m. I mean, she's in bed by 9. And, you know, I don't sleep. I don't sleep at all. So I would get into bed at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning after watching YouTube and stuff all night because I'd have to get work till later. And I would always wake her up. And she was like, I can never go back to sleep. So our compromise was like either come to bed when I go to sleep or don't come to bed at all. Yeah. So I would end up being in the living room until like 4 a.m. when she would go to work and I go to bed. And then I would wake up when she get home. Because like she get home by like 11, and then I have my 7 hours of sleep, and then we start our day. But yeah, that it sucked. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it very much. Like I don't like because all I'll do is I'll sit in bed and I'll just have like my TV. That's the other thing. So like and I know I sound like I'm complaining and I'm not. Like I'm completely okay. Like you adjust when you're married and it's just normal.
You gotta compromise.
Yeah, if you can't compromise, then you shouldn't be married. So, but like part of our compromise. So I love watching TV to go to sleep. Like I've always done this. You know, like even since I was little, I used to always have TV on. And so I can't have we have a TV in our room, but anytime that she has to work in the morning, I can't have that TV on. It has to be off because she can't sleep with the TV on. So I have to watch on my phone, and so I'll just watch on my phone until I fall asleep. And so now I'm having like earbuds in my ear all night and stuff. It's just not a pleasant picture, but I do it because I love her.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, invest in a good set of earphones, man. Get you an iPad, get you a bigger screen, get you a Switch or something, you know, and it just like that's what it is. Like when you go and lay in bed, it's kind of like, or get you some melatonin, just knock yourself out.
Oh yeah, I definitely
take one of those gummies. Just take one of those gummies.
But I think my body's starting to become immune to melatonin because I'll take it now and I can still be awake for another 3-4 hours.
No, I can take it. I take it. If I take it, I'm ready to go to sleep. So I'm like, freak this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what's been going on in my world. What's going on with you?
Lord, that sounds like a lot. Nothing, bro. You know me, just chilling this week. We've been busy. So for those who don't know, if you don't follow our Instagram, me and my wife own a little carpentry business. You know, we become DIY people in this pandemic. So we've had a lot of orders. We had a huge influx of orders this week. So all we've been doing every morning is waking up, going to Lowe's, coming back home, building stuff, going to sleep, and occasionally going out to get our back adjusted by chiropractor. But I did just build me a really cool desk. It's on our Instagram story. So I'm so excited for this new desk. It's bigger. I get more space. It's less cluttered for me. So I feel like it's gonna be a great recording situation. And when we get this room tuned up, it'll be pretty great.
Nice.
That's what's going on with me though.
I saw the picture of it. It looks nice. So I'm gonna need y'all to come on down here to Abilene and build us one.
Well, I told you just let me know when. You know, all it's gonna cost you is like the materials and dinner. You know, that's all we charge. So Jordan.
Yeah, what's up?
What you drinking this week?
I'm repeating this week. So I got Miller Lite. This time 12-ounce cans. Yeah. With my Dallas Cowboys cookie. Okay, so I was making a decision at the store. So I was like, should I get beer or should I go and buy liquor? If y'all don't know, Abilene, liquor is very expensive here in Abilene, at least for the stuff I drink. Like I do not drink below, like I don't drink well liquor.
We're not poor enough for that shit no more, right? Yeah.
But I also don't want to pay $50 every time I want like a small little bottle of alcohol. So it's like when I know I can get it cheaper, like I can go to Dallas and get it cheaper. And we just haven't been to Dallas, but we're going next month to San Antonio for Labor Day. So I'm going to get some liquor then. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just get beer. So I got me a 30 rack of Miller. That's going to hold me over. I have a little liquor in the cabinet, but nothing I really feel like drinking.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you have a huge ass liquor cabinet. How don't you have liquor in your house? And guys, when I say huge liquor cabinet, all right, nah, this bad boy big, all right? Jordan, don't let Jordan underestimate you. That's a big old cabinet. He got it from his father-in-law. And I'm like, you ain't stocked? I know I put 2 bottles in there when I came. So you alcoholic, little baby alcoholic. I got you.
I'm not an alcoholic. I don't know why y'all always saying that. Well, what happened is we got it from our in-laws because it was theirs and they gave it to us. It used to be fully stocked when I had a bunch of liquor from our wedding. We've went through that because
when did you get married? When did you get married?
9 months ago, and it wasn't like a lot of alcohol.
No, not even 9 months. 8 months ago.
Okay, but once again, it wasn't a lot of alcohol. Really, the only bottles we brought back we bought two big things of Jack, and we had a bottle of rum, and then we did have like 100 beers. That sounds like a lot, but it's been about 150 days in this year so far, and you gotta account for
about a beer a day and a shot a day.
Yeah,
beer a shot a day,
quarantine and everything. Like it adds up very fast. Okay, like it's like. But I don't even drink every day, so I don't have a problem. You do,
Jordan. You're talking to an ex-professional bartender. I'm never going to talk about alcoholic. Alcoholics paid my bills. Alcoholics put me through college. All right, alcoholics paid for my mortgage, paid for my truck. All right, alcoholics, I love you. All right, but what I'm drinking today, I'm keeping it simple with a White Claw.
Okay, all right.
You know, I'm just watching my calories a little bit still. I mean, I'm not drinking too many beers. I'm drinking a lot of vodka and a lot of whiskey, but I didn't want to break out the wild turkey yet, so say that for Labor Day weekend. We go out to San Antonio.
I feel you. Well,
so, what's going on? What's up with the show?
So we have some new segments to debut today. Really, one of them you've kind of already been doing. We just finally gave it a title, but we have one new segment called "Who You Rockin' With" this week. But we're gonna kick it off with Women Ball 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take over. Tell us everything there is to know about women's sports.
All right, Women Ball 2. Here we go. Look, we're talking about the WNBA again. We have some big matchups tonight. The one I'm tuned into at 8 o'clock is going to be the Dallas Wings versus Minnesota Lynx, and my most hated rival in the future Collier. Dallas beat Phoenix the other night. Enrique put up 33. The defense looked a lot better. The teams look like it has some cohesion. Now we're going to see if she can keep it up in a multiple effort. This team has really struggled with a lot of multiple in the games. They're like the Mavericks a lot. So they shrink in the fourth quarter a lot. So we're trying to see if they defensively can get better, and then Aguilar can figure out his rotation. If y'all missed it last night during the Lakers game when it was not as close, the Chicago Sky and the Las Vegas Aces were in a match. Courtney Vandersloot played like an MVP. Azurá Stevens, former Dallas wing, former UConn Husky, makes the game when it left from a great dish from Courtney Vandersloot. It was one of the most exciting fourth quarters I've watched in a while. But also, these teams have been known to do this. In the two matches they've had this season, they've been really good in it. And then the playoff game last year, they were great in it, where Las Vegas sent home Chicago. So I think there's a little extra competitive fire between, not as big as the Mystics in Vegas. And I did have some people hit my DMs and then at me on Twitter. I do apologize. Breanna Stewart is having an MVP season. I just have some like Stewie bias. She's great. I expect Stewie to be great. So Stewie being great does not get recognition from me. Like a lot like Donna Taurasi being great doesn't get recognition from me. So that's my Women Can Ball 2 segment. All right. If y'all have any questions or any favorites or any fans you like to listen to, let me go.
So I wanted to throw this up here for the people to see the kind of love that I get in my household.
That's my sister-in-law. That's my sister. Read it, Jordan. Read it. Y'all already
Alexis Hansen.
Wait, why is her last name? Alexis, change your last name.
I know, right? So it's connected to her email, and her email is still Alexis Hansen.
Well, I don't care. But, change that. You can change your name in there.
Yeah. So Alexis Jones, my wife, said she told everybody that I'm an alcoholic. So there you go. Apparently, I'm an alcoholic.
Just a tiny bit. Look, alcoholics. The first step is admitting it. All right, there we go.
There we go. I admit that I have a problem, and I admit that I'm going to keep enjoying my survey assessment.
So Jordan, our second, me and you were collaborating this morning trying to think of some topics to put on the show. And our second one was like, whose jersey are you rocking this week? And I feel like let's explain to our listeners what it is. So we're basically doing what player in the last 7 days has really put on for you and made you like really excited about them. So Jordan, I feel like you pumping your chest and showing your jersey. You have a Maverick player in mind?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Which one is it?
So,
Tim Hardaway Jr.
oh no.
Trey Burke. Yeah.
Okay, pretty obvious here. I'm gonna rock with Luka Doncic.
All right, state your case.
And here's why. So first of all, I've seen some big steps in Luka Doncic this past week. Specifically looking at some of the games like at the end towards the bubble before he sat out. Just one, not just because of the numbers, because he puts up those numbers anyways. I'm talking about fourth quarter Luka, and this is where we've had the biggest issue with him so far this season, is that he'll play great all three quarters and then he just like runs out of gas in the fourth quarter. He's not attacking. He's not, making the smart plays. That's changed. Now, we'll talk about the playoff game the other night against the Clippers, and we'll preview the one coming up. But like I said, specifically talking about this past week, I'm just very impressed. Like, he's blown me away. Like, I really think that, one, he's going to be probably they're not going to make him the face of the NBA, which kind of sucks because he should be. But he is going to be the premier athlete in the NBA, and he is on track to have a Hall of Fame career. The dude just set an NBA record the other day, almost set another record for a bad thing. But
say it. What do you set the record for?
So he had 42 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and then he had 11 turnovers. So, yeah, granted, now like 5 of them were in the first quarter. So he had a really rough start. But, I just really I really am excited to see what playoff Luka is like because, dude's won a championship overseas, MVP of Euro League. I'm just really excited to see what he can really bring to the table when it's the playoffs because, you hear about playoff Bron, you hear about playoff P. I just want to see, like, what's Luka going to be known for in the playoffs. James Harden is known for running out of gas in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook's a, regular season numbers guy. Kevin Durant couldn't get over the hump until he joined the Warriors. So I really want to see what's Luka's story going to be. And I honestly think that, one, he has the right team around him. There's probably some little pieces that are missing, but it's nothing but up. This dude has shown like he's came to the bubble ready, locked in, and dude's a leader, man. Like, people stand behind him. Like Kristaps, who was on his way to himself, having a potential Hall of Fame career, has no problem taking the back seat to Luka because this could have went a different way. Kristaps could have came in and been like, "No, I'm the established guy in the league. This is my team," But no,
Kristaps still can be a Hall of Famer.
I definitely. But I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, like, he had no problem taking the back seat to Luka to let Luka be Luka this year. And that was, and they found their groove. Like, they are just balling out. Like, if you haven't been watching the Mavs, turn on the Mavs and watch them play because we are watching history in the making. So that's my guy. Who you rocking with this week?
You know what? My pick's going to be a little controversial for us both being Rangers fans.
Oh, my gosh.
But it's Fernando Tatis Jr., my guy. You know what I'm saying? All right. First of all, Jordan, you're not getting away this week. Fuck the unwritten rules in baseball. I've been waiting all day to drop it. I've been waiting all day to say that shit. After the unwritten rules in baseball. Dude, first of all, to the pitcher, all right, do not throw a meatball. Just look, I always swing 3-0, all right? I don't care what you can throw it out 16 feet outside the strike zone. I'm still going to make it work for it, all right? So, look, and then he put a ball in the middle of the strike zone, and Tatis crushed it. First of all, first career grand slam, second home run of the day, 7 RBI. As a Rangers fan, I was a little hurt, but I wasn't butthurt because you know why? Because I remember beating the Baltimore Orioles 30-3 a couple of years back when Josh Hamilton almost hit 4 home runs in that game. And we were just running the score up. So I want to hear this. Oh, you should have let it swing. First of all, Woody, you're weak for that. And I hate talking about our manager, all right? But you're weak. Don't come out with that weak sauce. And look, this baseball, it's changing, dudes. It's not the old game in the 1940s where you can't get butthurt about it because a pitcher strikes out somebody, they're going to celebrate. Look, my favorite players nowadays, you got Lindor, you got Tim Anderson. I like these big personalities, Tatis Jr., Machado. I love these big personalities. They're good for baseball. They're bringing baseball. You're going to have the traditionalists like Mike Trout come in, but you're going to have those new guys that make baseball exciting to energize this younger generation. I plan on having children. You plan on having children. Yep. And baseball is one of my passions, and I love opening day, and I went for consecutive years, and I plan on hopefully taking my kids out of school to go to opening day, but I want them to love baseball the way I love it. But if we keep with this bull crap that every time somebody flips a bat, every time somebody crushes you on a 3-0 fastball, you put in the middle of the strike zone, and he didn't even showboat about it. He literally hit it, ran the bases, and then celebrated with his team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have celebrated. He better Tatis than me because I crushed the 3-0. My bats, Jose Bautista don't got nothing on me. And I'm flipping the bad boy in the air. I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, I'm going to get hit next time. And then for them to throw behind the next guy, okay, never mind. Grow some balls, pitcher, all right? Grow some balls. Hit the guy. If you're going to hit the guy, all right? Don't throw behind them. That's weak. All right? Because look, if somebody showed me up, know what you're getting? You're getting the fastball right in the thigh. Maybe the buttocks, never the head, maybe the ribs. I'm going to get you the meat part. I'm going to get you right on that ass, and I'm going to get right on that leg. I'm trying to get you. All right? So that's where I'm at. So Tatis Jr., I may order a jersey. I'm pretty excited about this kid. I mean, he is good. I've been watching the last 2 years. But no, he gets. I'm wearing his jersey this week. I like the okay, for those watching the live video, Jordan.
I just put F on Unwritten Rules.
I didn't see it until right now.
We just added in a new segment to our
Unwritten Rules.
Unwritten Rules. You know what? I'm glad you brought him up because I love me some Fernando Tatis. One, dude has a personality, and he's just killing it in baseball this year. Leading in almost every category you can think of. Dude is a baller. And I'm sorry, okay, after watching my Mavs blow a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter to the Toronto Raptors earlier this year, I don't care how many points you're up.
You gotta keep scoring.
You got to keep scoring. And if you are on the other team, your job is to do your best job to make sure that they stop scoring. So if you, as a pitcher, cannot stop the guy from hitting your balls, then you need to suck it up and keep playing. Or sit your butt down on the bench because this crap, I've loved growing up watching baseball, but baseball is kind of on the lower of the totem poles when it comes to my favorite sports to watch. So I like basketball is my favorite. Football is right after it, So these sports, high energy, a lot of, they appeal to the younger crowd. Seeing stuff like that, seeing a player hit a grand slam anytime he can hit a grand slam is much more exciting than him taking a walk and then you just get the one, run scored in. That is boring, baseball. That is boring. And I'm sorry, whether they're up 10 or 7, they're still kicking your ass. So it doesn't matter. It's just an extra point added on there. I'm sorry. It's still an L is still an L in the loss book, and the Rangers have a bunch of them this year. So clearly, it's not Tatis's fault that they're kicking your butt. It's your fault for not getting the good enough players actually playing some of these guys. The guy Manny Machado that's sitting over there with the Padres now. You could have signed him, but no. Y'all want to build a new stadium for a team that's not even going to make the playoffs.
Don't come for new stadium.
I'm coming for the new stadium.
No, Jordan. As Texans fans, as people have set out in 107-degree weather, and the outfield stands, we needed a roof. We needed air conditioning.
How about you get us some wins, huh?
Jordan, they went to 2 World Series. All right.
Yeah,
that paid for the stadium. That paid for the new stadium. Are you paying tax on a new stadium?
No, because I don't live in Arlington.
Yeah, I'm paying tax on new stadiums. Let me be mad about it. Okay.
That's fine. I'm just saying. So they decided that they wanted a brand new shiny stadium instead of players that could win some baseball games, and that's the issue. You look at all this crap that goes on, and they're upset and talking about all these unwritten rules in baseball, and you're not even a good team. You suck. You were already down 7. It didn't matter. Let the dude get his home run.
They're doing better than we thought they were this year.
And you know what? If you really wanted to walk him, or if you then throw the ball way outside of the ball thing so he wouldn't swing at it and couldn't even get a hit at it. But no, you didn't want to do that. So let him get on base and let him hit his home run and be him. That's all I gotta say.
I'm with you. You know I am. I'm just tired of this unwritten rules of baseball. And I saw all the trolls in the comments and stuff like that. Like my grandfather would have rolled over in his grave. Well, fuck your grandfather, all right? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody put that in my tweet.
Okay. Right? Okay.
I'm sorry. It was since deleted. All right. So, but hey, this is what happens when you follow CJ on Twitter.
All right then.
If you come at the king, you better not. Come at the king, you best not miss.
Hey y'all, CJ's now what? Not unverified. What's the word? He's no longer on private, so you can actually see all his tweets now. So what is it? At CJ Shaded.
I'm changing the name. All right, guys, I'm changing it. Hey, look, we need if you have Twitter handle suggestions. I was thinking CJ, not CJ. In the comments with CJ dot, because I hate the dots in my name. It's like CJ, not C.J. Yeah. I'm thinking about that. But if you have any name suggestions, please let me know. I'm changing my Twitter handle. Trying to make it easy for you to find me. And not saying competition between me and Jordan, but I want to beat him in followers. So guys, let's add me, please.
Honestly, I've been kind of taking a break from Twitter followers recently, but I think it's time to get my game back up. So we can have a race, but I already have a 600 follower advantage. So.
I know I'm coming. I'm about to get started. Now that the tweets are private, I gotta be nice to everybody.
Yeah,
all right, I gotta be nice to people.
Yeah, no more of those crazy tweets.
All right, wait, look. Since those ads here, Jordan, this show has got going nowhere like we planned it. Just that right now.
I know, right? I was like,
we're 27 minutes in, and we've talked about no topics. We literally have no topics right now. We have so rewind. But since it's that, all right, guys. Hey, guys, we're on Apple Podcasts now. So please give us a 5-star rating. We really do need those. All right, we're trying to get the show out. But Jordan, did you see what podcast they compared us to? If you like this podcast, you may like.
I saw Barstool on mine, and
see, I had Pardon My Take.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, Bill Simmons, which I feel like that's okay. That's true. Homers, very interview based soon. So I feel like that's pretty accurate. But it had a lot of different shows on there. Then it had 9 fantasy podcasts. We haven't talked any fantasy football yet. I guess we are going to talk fantasy a lot during football season. Talking about we're defending our champions.
Yeah,
defending our championships this year.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put this on screen for you guys to see. I know it's small. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's a very small trophy. My trophy fell.
I didn't buy my own trophy. Well, what kind of mess is that?
Our trophy fell to the back of the truck, so I had to buy a new trophy. And it's gonna be bigger and better than ever. But I am a 2-time champion in my league, and hey, guys, y'all can suck it. It's about to be 3 times. Let's roll.
Yeah, I'm here for a comeback this year. I'm trying to repeat. All right, so for the sake of time, and because I really want to talk some NBA basketball, I think we're gonna have to skip the Washingtons for now. And
wait, give me 2 minutes. All right,
because I want to have a detailed conversation about that a little bit, and it'll be good. So I guess this is a better time, no better time than the present to go ahead and tease who's coming on our show next week.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask you want to do it.
Can we talk about it? Should we?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so CJ, why don't you tell the people who is our special guest next week?
From what's the new show name? KMC,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, KMC.
If you listen to it today, the KNT.
KNT. But we're having Kevin Hagelin on from 105.3 The Fan. He's one of the hosts there. He worked late nights. Now he's midday. We're super excited.
Come up.
So this is our first interview on this pod. And we've now had one person from every show. We've interviewed every show except for G-Bag. So G-Bag, you're on the clock. Lucius, we're trying to get you. Lucius, come on the pod. Keep them gators down. Whoa, whoa. But yeah, Kevin Hagen's on the show next week. We're so excited to record with him. Make sure you tune in live for that show. Put some questions in the chat for Kevin to answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, it'll be fun. Dude's really cool. If you haven't listened to the KNC Masterpiece now from 10 to 2 on 105 through the fan into the DFW, or you can stream it on radio.com 105.3 The Fan. These guys are hilarious, first of all. They were on late night, and they kept me every time when I was driving home late at night. They were the show I tuned into, and now I listen to them at work. It's great. They're hilarious. So I love them. So when
they haven't changed. And they haven't changed. They're still the same two borderline, like, can we say this on radio right now? type of guys, even in midday.
They definitely push it down. Yeah.
All right. That's good.
So that's going to be fun. I'm very excited. So when they come on, we can ask him about the Washingtons and their hiring of Jason Wright, because football is not going anywhere. But what's right here primed and ready, and we only have about 29 minutes to talk about it. Let's talk to NBA. Yeah, I know, right? So let's talk about some NBA playoffs, basketball. Another new beer is cracked open right here. Cracking the cold one. All right, so we got some NBA basketball. You start us off for us, CJ. What you got?
I thank Jordan. Hey, first of all, good looking out for my little brother. Get him in the TNT password to let me watch the game last night, because I was sitting there watching live streams on Facebook and they kept getting cut off. All right, so I tune into the game. I see the Lakers going this massive run. I walk away thinking the Lakers won. I went to my room to grab some recreational things. All right. I didn't say it out loud. So I come back and I thought the things kicked in faster than I expected, because I saw the Blazers up by 6 and I didn't know what happened. All right. But apparently the Trailblazers are here to play. All right.
Yeah.
Now, do I think this happens the whole series? No. Obviously, because I watched the replay, I rewinded, saw what happened. Obviously, it was like supporting players made big shots. Gary Trent Jr., CJ McCollum, right? They were make those cut spots. Dame didn't have to make those shots. No. I said Dame can't, because we seen Dame do it, but we saw his role players coming. Can these role players do this for 3 more games? I don't think so. And then the Lakers are not going to go 5 from 32 from 3-point again. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of my good takeaways from day one. I kind of want to take the Magic thing for anything other than grain of salt, because they beat me Toronto last year in the first round of the playoffs. But if Vucevic is going to play like that, that's kind of scary. That's really kind of, and Markelle Fultz plays some great defense. But I think everything else when it's planned, like I think Donovan Mitchell is going to average 48 points a game in the series. I put up another big game today. I mean, but I don't think, once again, I don't think Donovan. I think he's going to score 48 points on 29 shots, so he's not going to be effective. I still think he's a defensive liability. So I think everything else went as chalk for me. But did you enjoy the first day of basketball? How did you feel about this format of the 4 games in one day?
I absolutely love it. Okay, first of all, I want to say in NBA they always do 4. But it's like 2 at the same time.
I think the weekends is 4 today. 4 today. I think during the week it's 2.
I thought it
maybe
was always
3.
4. I thought for the first round it's always 4, because they would have 2 going on at the same time, and you kind of have to like pick and choose which one you want to watch.
Well, no, it's not. You know, it's like because they start them like one day like that, and then they get that 2 days of rest, and then they give that 1 day of rest for some people.
Okay,
they stagger them off a little bit.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, I like it. Like, I've been at work, just have it as a small screen on my computer. It's been great. And honestly, the competition's been pretty great. Like, I mean, yeah, you had the Toronto Raptors blow out the Nets the other day. But if you look at the game today, it went down to the wire. Like, the Raptors just barely pulled off their second win. I mean, you saw surprises with the Magic and the Bucks. So even like these 1 and 8 seeds, these 2 and 7s, like these are going to be some interesting games. Like, I'm actually very excited. Like, I know we were talking earlier and we were like, yeah, let's talk a little bit about the least interesting series. I mean,
there's only one.
Yeah, it's really Toronto and the Nets, because the Nets don't have any of their stars playing. You're pretty sure they're just going to get swept. But every other series is going to be kind of interesting. I do think that the Bucks are going to roar back. I think that was just they weren't prepared for the game. They honestly didn't expect the Magic to play the way that they did. But it's going to be fun to watch, because now, at least for the next 2 games, you'll have something to watch. But if the Bucks win the next 2, then it's going to be kind of a scrap, because they'll probably
just come back
from there. Yeah, but I mean, go ahead.
I know. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
A lot of that first weekend of March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Like basketball, you wake up noon, you're like, woo, basketball.
Like
and for me, I work from home. So like I am like we done working by like noon, 1:00. So I can pop me a beer open and watch the games all day. So like I'm in sports heaven right now. So for me, I like the format. Now, would I want this going, next year if we have a normal season? Nah, give me the regular basketball. Just give me these East-West Coast games early though. I like the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock starts because I was up to, I think that game was over like 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
I was good. I had time to watch like some post game, some Chuck.
I'm all right.
The normal game, I've been like, shoot,
time to bed.
I get up at 6. So so I'm really enjoying the format. I'm really enjoying the plays. It's just right now I'm just kind of like I still am not invested like I normally am. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not like how I am out of playoffs. I guess for a Mavericks fan, we have been out of playoffs for like last 4 years.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna let this.
I'm just not cranked up yet, and I'm a Bron, but I'm rooting for 2 teams. I'm rooting for Bron and I'm rooting for Luka.
So first of all, we haven't had sports in like 4 months, and we finally get it back. And
we're a month in now.
Yeah, and now you're talking about the playoffs where you have interesting games on consistently. Like if you watch granted the Utah Jazz came out and like dominated the Denver Nuggets today, but that was in itself an interesting feat because it was such an exciting game last week, and so Utah came ready to play.
They've had 3 straight exciting games.
Yeah,
like 3 straight.
But and then you have like even I'm like tuned into this Celtics and 76ers game. Celtics are up 12. They're about to take a 2-0 lead on the 76ers. Like, and you look at you talk about the Mavs and Clippers. You talk about Lakers and Blazers. You talk about the Rockets and Thunder in the East. You're talking about the Celtics
it's not, Jordan, but it's not the matchups for me, right? So like I think a certain series, like I would love to see this in Oklahoma City in Houston when Houston came to Oklahoma City and Russell was back and CP3 was in Houston. I would love to see them crowds, how they reacted, how the fans, because like the soundtracks they're doing during the games is not giving me the same. Like I just imagine, and then like that defense chant you hear on the TV, like defense, it sounds different. But I mean, so that's for me. That's why I'm not feeling like that. Like that stretch last night, I feel like if LA was in LA, I don't think Portland makes that run, because I think when LeBron goes on that 11-0 run, when they go on that 11-0 run, and AD's running down the court, dunking the ball, Bron's on a fast break, dunking the ball. I think Staples is crazy. I think LeBron's even more hype. I think AD's more hype. You see a lot of lethargic players. None more than the most frustrating player in the NBA right now, Joel Embiid. All right? He looks like a guy who is uninterested in playing in the playoffs. All right? And it's like, has Brett Brown lost that team where your best player while your other this is when the Joel succeeds, when Ben Simmons is not in the lineup, right? This is where Joel is like one of the most dominant players. Joel has top 5 NBA talent, but he plays like a top 20 player all the time. It frustrates me. He should be. Who are the centers for Boston?
Hey, I was gonna see if you wanted to retract that statement, because Joel Embiid has 18 points and 6 rebounds in the first half today.
How much are they down?
Okay, yeah, they're down 10 points. But I mean, to be fair, okay.
Tell me who's playing center. Tell me who's playing center for them right now. Tell me who's playing center for the Robert Williams. Who else playing center? Who's playing center?
Daniel Theis was
We're talking about Joel fucking Embiid. Joel Embiid. He should have 36 and 19 right now. Lord, don't get me started with this 18 and 6. That's rookie shit. All right. Al Horford should have 18 and 6. God, Joel. Tell me you retract that statement. No, you look at it, drop no F-bomb.
Okay, but they were up 33-27 in the first quarter. And
what are they up? What's the score now?
Okay, it's 58-48. They're down.
Yeah, how many points do you have in the second quarter?
I don't know.
Not enough, all right? Not enough for me to be down by 12 points, all right? God, the most underwhelming player in the playoffs so far. Oh my God, just brutal. You don't understand, like, Jordan, I like root for Joel Embiid. He played for Kansas. You know how much I hate people from Kansas, a UT fan, right? But look, Joel should be a top 5 player in this postseason right now. But I don't know if Brett Brown can't get it out of him. And if Brett Brown can get it out of him, I don't know what coach can get it out of him, all right? So I'm trying to think, like, when they talk about this offseason, like, if Brett Brown goes, should they split up Ben Simmons? Yes. And if I'm trading Joel Embiid.
Really?
Like, yeah, I think Ben, and this if Joel was out, I think Ben would do everything to win. I think if Joel was out, I think Ben would do everything because Ben's a good defender. They're both good defenders. Now Ben can't shoot, but Ben would be posting up people. Ben would take Daniel Theis to the post and try to score on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed by him. I've been impressed by him for like 2 years.
So since we're talking about the 76ers, I have to say this, okay? Because they tried that whole, moving Ben Simmons to point guard because, boy can ball and, he loves to have the ball in his hand, all this stuff. Yeah, that crap didn't work. I think they were right in that time where you thought that they were going to be doing that point forward thing just like, Giannis and Milwaukee were doing. But, Milwaukee realized very early that, hey, no, it's probably not a good idea to have a guy who can't shoot at all, like, other than like right around the rim, constantly having the ball in his hand, taking it up to court every possession. Let's get him a point guard that maybe, just can shoot the ball, and then we get him the ball in creative ways. And it's worked out extremely well for them. 76ers have to figure that crap out.
No, I think you can make it work with him because there's been point guards who don't score at a high rate. And hold on. Ben scores. Ben's a 20-night guy, all right? Ben's a 20.
I didn't say he can score. I said he can't shoot.
But I know he can't shoot, but Ben can score.
But he can't
score.
Shoot.
He can score, though.
He can't shoot.
Score.
But he can't
Derrick
shoot.
Rose couldn't shoot. And he was still dominant.
Yeah,
right?
But Derrick Rose is 6'3". So
you know what stops Ben? We're talking about a hurt guy in the playoffs right now, but you know what stops Ben's being great? Joel Embiid. All right, they play opposites. Yeah. If Joel Embiid was Ben Simmons and Ben Simmons was Joel Embiid, this team would be totally different. Totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel that. It's just I'm looking at it and I just can't. It doesn't work. Like it doesn't work the way he plays. Like I feel like he's great at pushing the ball on fast break and stuff. Like I just see potential in him. Like, and I really think that he can be like on that level, kind of like I wouldn't say on the same level as Giannis, but honestly, yes, because he was the #1 overall pick. He has that caliber in him already. They play a similar style. So it's just like take that out of him and put it in there because I think that Ben actually has more natural talent than Giannis had. And no, this is not some like hot take. It's legitimate. Giannis was drafted 15th overall. He wasn't like a #1 overall pick.
He also grew 3 inches.
Yeah, I was like, he was like 6'8" when he was drafted and like a skinny kid, so from Greece. And now you look at Ben Simmons, he was Big Simmons, Ben 6'9", 6'10", has always had like a pretty built body, like, and it's just getting more and more built. And, he has a ball handling ability. He has very good high IQ, very good at ball handling and passing the ball. And so I'm just like, that's something that Giannis doesn't even have. But he can still, he pushes the ball. He can get into the paint. He can score in the paint and he score at a high clip. But it's just like, yeah, I think it is partially because, him and Joel Embiid, there's just some clashing there as far as their presence on the court because Joel Embiid plays the old-fashioned way, slow and steady, and Ben Simmons thrives on the fast pace. So, I mean, I think the split would be great, but I also think that they're just not utilizing him the correct way to get the full potential out of him as a player.
You know what I see Ben Simmons as?
Who?
A rich man's Lamar Odom. That's what I think he can top out to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think he'll top out to be. I think he'll be not a Hall of Famer. I think he'll be 25, and I think in about year 7, year 8, he'll get a jump shot. He'll get a three-pointer. I won't say a jump shot. He'll get a three-pointer. Get a three-pointer because he'll have to. So if, for a rich man Lamar Odom, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a number 2. That's number 3. That's number 3. That gets you to a championship.
Yeah, but he should be a number 1. Like, you don't want to like Philly. They just been terrible with these things.
He was number 1 pick in the week draft.
What was that? 2017.
Yeah.
So the same one as no, was that 2017?
Let me see.
Yeah, it was 2017.
Let me look. I'm looking. Jordan, keep it talking for real.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was 2017. It was, or maybe it would have been 2016. 2016. Okay, yeah. So that was I don't remember who was in that draft. Honestly, yeah, it was a rough draft.
I'm looking at it right now. Just keep talking.
No, honestly, that was a bad draft. Like, I remember that. So it wasn't a very good draft, but I think there were some late picks. Like, I think, dang, I can't remember who was in that draft. That's how bad it was. It's all good. Honestly, it's fine. The point is, like, he was still a number 1 overall pick, and when you're drafted that high, you expect to be, great. And it's just sad because Philly's had all these high draft picks and have wasted a lot of them. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like we talk too much about Ben Simmons in the first place. Let's get back to some playoff basketball because that's what's hot tonight. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about upsets. Are there any potential upsets this round in the first round that you see possible?
Utah over Denver.
Okay.
Wait, is Utah 3?
No, Denver's 3, Utah 6.
Yeah, so Utah over Denver. I can see that one. Even I talk shit about Donovan Mitchell. For some reason, I want to say Oklahoma City's got one on Houston, but I don't know yet. I really don't. But Houston's an underdog.
No, Houston's a 4. Houston's a 4. But like I don't really see much of an upset when it's the 4 and the 5 because they're just so close.
An upset's an upset. Other than that, none.
None.
So yeah, I see Utah. Yeah, taking out the Jazz. Taking out the Nuggets, and that's probably the biggest upset I see. On the East, the East is gonna be chalk. I feel like the East is gonna be chalk. Wow. But we'll talk about that.
There's not gonna be there's not gonna be any upsets in the East. Yeah. I mean, I want here's my thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it now. I'm gonna go ahead and call my shot, and if I'm wrong, I'll eat it. But I think the Mavs might upset the Clippers, and I'm not like I want to preface this by saying part of this is a homer pick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and own up to the bias here. Because I love my Mavs and I want to see them a little bit longer.
All of that shit.
Yeah, but I do think on top of that, there is just a legitimate. I think the ref screwed over the Mavs in this first game. Like, that is clear. The Mavs, Kristaps shouldn't have been ejected. They had a crappy first technical. And they should have used their better judgment to not call the second one, but they did anyways. So, the Mavs were already up 5. Doesn't mean that they were going to win that game. I'm not saying that, but they would have had a much better shot at winning that game, and they were already very close to winning that game. So I'm really disappointed that they didn't close that out. But I think that tonight is going to be the test. So it can happen one of two ways. The Mavs come out and dominate the Clippers, and they win this game. And I feel like they have a legitimate shot at taking this series, and that can be an upset there. But if they lose tonight, they could very much so get swept. So it really can go either way for me. But I'm going to be optimistic and say that my Mavs have an upset potential here. I definitely can see Utah sneaking up on Denver and taking that series. They have a lot of talent on that team. Utah is very deep, and they are a very tricky 6th seed. I'm not going to pick a 4 and 5 because a 4 and a 5, it doesn't matter. But honestly, other than Utah and Dallas, I don't really see any true potentials for an upset. Everything else looks pretty straightforward. I know we have our Blazers fans out there that think that there's a possibility that their Blazers can win this series. Calm down. Y'all had a great first game. Dame played great, and he will play great the rest of this series. But LeBron James ain't losing the first round.
Did Dame really play great?
He had 34 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. So yeah,
second half, Dame was looking kind of. Where's Dame?
Yeah.
But then he did, like when I'm making my joke on Twitter, where's Dame? All right, he shoots one from right inside the logo. All right, on a straight, not even a heat check, just like a F you, I can still make this. All right. So but like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the Blazers fan is not happening. All right.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, it's not.
If it happens, I'll buy you a Dame Lillard swingman jersey and wear it every podcast until the Portland Trail Blazers are eliminated. I swear to God, I will put my money where my mouth is. I will buy authentic Damian Lillard signed jersey. That's about 500, 600. You know what I'm saying? So book that. So if they win, I'm gonna drop some big money and buy me this jersey.
All right.
Jordan, pray that don't happen.
See, they're gonna go into the poorhouse buying the jersey.
I know, right?
Hey, it's all good. So yeah, no, Lakers. I feel like they got it in 6. I think that the Clippers, or not the Clippers, but the Blazers are going to be a fun series to watch with the Lakers. But don't get your hopes up, Blazers fans. But with that, we got 9 minutes left, and I want to talk about our potential finals matchups. Okay, so I'm taking out my bias. I'm taking off that bias hat, and I'm going to talk realistically now with some playoff teams. Okay, so who's your picks from coming out the West and coming out the East? First, let's talk conference finals. Who do we have in the conference finals?
Lakes Clippers for me, because I think it's just bound to happen. Mm-hmm. I figured no way for the Clips not to get there.
Okay.
And then barring injury, and then in the and East is hard. East is hard. Let me make sure I have my seeds right before I can make sure I don't say nothing stupid on the podcast.
So let's just say that everybody.
What's Miami?
Miami's 3.
What's Miami? So they would play.
Miami's 4. Miami's 4. Sorry, Miami's 4.
They would play Bucks.
Yeah, so Miami would play the Bucks. The winner of Miami and Indiana will play the Bucks.
Miami, and Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay. So you have Lakers, Clippers on one side, and then Miami, Toronto on the other. Okay. So I like that Toronto pick. So who wins who plays in the championship?
I'm going I'm Lakers Heat.
Lakers Heat. Okay, Lakers Heat.
I feel like Miami has that feeling of team that can get hot, and when they get hot, they go rolling. Duncan Robinson's one of the deadliest shooters in the league right now.
True.
Like, dude's cranked it up to another level in the bubble. Mm-hmm. All right, Tyler Hero's got the swag of all swag. That's my guy. All right, killing people with the Black Lives Matter jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, praising that. If he dunks on somebody with Lives Matter jersey, I want that poster in my room. I want that white man. Boy, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. All right, and then I think Jimmy Butler he's playing different. He's a leader in his team. All the negative things you heard about Jimmy coming out of Minnesota and coming out of Philadelphia is going out drinking. You're not hearing those same things in Miami. I think he's at home. I think he's a leader that the young players look up to him. He's got a coach that understands the game. You got to think about his last 3 coaches have just been like shitty.
Tom Thibodeau wasn't shitty.
Thibodeau. First of all, Thibodeau should have got the job in New York. All right, I'm tired. Thibodeau has not shown, other than when he was in Chicago, that he could win. All right, and then they got a great defense still when he was in Boston and getting KG. That's what got Tibbs the job in Chicago. Right, and Tibbs plays his players too hard, too long. He did not have success in Minnesota. All right, and he's not going to have the same success in New York. So Tibbs, nah. And then Fred Hoiberg, nah. All right. And then Brett Brown, nah.
Yeah, no, I agree with Fred Hoiberg.
Now he's got slow. He's got a coach that uses him in the right way, puts him in position to win, that emphasizes defense, which Jimmy Butler is a guy that when he's playing good defensively, his offense game's gonna come with him. If he's playing bad defensively, that's a rare occasion, he doesn't have it. All right. So give me the Lakers. I think LeBron AD this. I think the Kobe storyline, it's LeBron knows he's got to will his team to the championship game, to the finals at least, right? Mm-hmm. Just to honor Kobe's legacy. So it's all written in the cards for how more poetic if he wins his 5th title against Miami. You know, that's how
beautiful. Yeah.
So, who you got? Who's your Western Conference Finals?
Okay, So first and foremost, I have to go with the team I picked to get the upset. So in the West, I have in the conference finals, I have the Dallas Mavericks.
I thought you took your Homer fucking hat off.
I did. I said, but I have to pick the team I picked to get an upset. I can't be hoping for them to get an upset and then also, not picking them to go to the conference finals because let's be honest here. I firmly believe that whoever wins that Lakers Mavs or Clippers Mavs series is going to the Western Conference Finals. Like they will beat whoever comes out of that Denver and Jazz matchup. But no, here's what I said. So if you look at the Mavericks in the bubble, Kristaps is averaging almost 30 points a game. I think he actually is averaging 30 points a game, but I have to double check that.
He is averaging 30 points a game.
Yeah. And then Luka's averaging pretty much a triple-double in the bubble with a 30-point triple-double in the bubble, should I add. And, dude had 42 points in his first playoff game. And the Mavs got screwed over in the last game. I firmly believe they're going to come out firing this game. And I can see the Clippers, underestimating how good the Mavs were because they beat them 3 times this year. And so they're going to come in very arrogant the entire series. And I do I know 4 times including the playoffs, but I'm talking about the regular season. Yeah, but I think they're going to come in very arrogant consistently because you could see it last game where they came in very arrogant and you had Kawhi and Paul George not completely locked in like they should have been. And they're probably not going to lock in until it's too late because they're going to wait until probably game 4, game 5, and the Mavs are going to have them against the wall and Luka's going to close the door because you're going to see a playoff Luka that you were scared of because the dude's going to start dropping like 40 a night. Yeah, so that's why I think the Mavs are going to go to the Western Conference Finals. I do believe that LeBron's going to be in the Western Conference Finals as well with them. It's a Kobe thing. I think the NBA wants it. I think that LeBron wants it. It's going to happen. The Lakers are going to be in the NBA Finals. So I definitely believe that the Lakers will be the team out of the West, closing Luka's door one time for Luka to take over in the next 10 years to take over and be in the finals every year like LeBron used to do. But on the East, everybody's just completely sleeping on the Bucks, and I just don't get why. I don't get why. The Bucks are going to the conference finals. Giannis is locked in. Giannis is locked
in. But nobody else is either.
Else is. Yeah, but this is his moment. This is his moment. LeBron was on teams where he was the only one locked in, and he carried them to the finals. So this is Giannis's moment, and I think he's going to do it. So I have the Bucks coming out, or the Bucks in the conference finals, going up against Toronto. Toronto makes it to the finals. Yeah, Toronto goes to the finals. Sorry,
See, I was going to carry them that voice there. I was like, it's going to say it.
I'm sorry. If you haven't been watching Toronto this year, that team is so deep and they're playing so well together. And people have just slept on them so much. And Giannis is great. The Bucks have a deep team. But like you just said, Giannis is locked in, but the rest of that team ain't locked in. I hope that I'm wrong here with this pick because I really want a Bucks-Lakers finals. But I just, that Toronto team is scary.
It's hard to take a guy, a coach who's in the second season, right? Nick Nurse. Mm-hmm. And a guy like Budenholzer, who's been on the Spurs, who's been in these big situations, and been in. This will be his. If he made 2 championship games, it'll be his 3rd championship game as a head coach. Yeah, he did the year in Atlanta, and he had the 2 years in Milwaukee. So with Budenholzer, you would think I think Mike Budenholzer, he's made for this one, but Nick Nurse is the epitome of I think Nick Nurse, the easy call from is Eric Spoelstra. 2 guys who had to grind their ways to their positions, even though they went 2 different paths. Oh yeah, we're at an hour now. We're going over. Eryn, I'm sorry. Let's go. But wrap this up. But so it's hard for me to pick against Nick Nurse. Jordan, who do you have winning the finals?
What about Lakers? LeBron's going to get it, honor Kobe's legacy, and he's going to get his last championship. I think this is it for LeBron, but he's going out with a bang. Yeah.
All right, so I'm taking the Lakers. Cap off the Mamba season. So it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to tune in and watch the game tonight. I'm pretty sure we're going to be active on Twitter and Instagram. So, guys, follow us at Talk That Sports Pod. Wait, is it Talk That Sports Pod on Instagram?
Talk That Sport Pod on Instagram. You can check us out on Apple Podcast,
Spotify.
Anywhere you listen to your podcast, tune in. Yeah, tune in. Podcast will be available tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. This is Jordan Jones. That is my brother,
CJ Jones. Thank you, Eryn. Thank you, Eryn. Thank you, Eryn.
Yeah. Shout out to Eryn for playing us out. We will see y'all again. Same place, same channel. Tune in. We out.